Post-edit disclaimer here. I did like 30 different takes. I'm trying my best to pronounce the letter S, but I busted a couple teeth a while back and it makes it harder for me to pronounce the letter S, so it sounds like I have a lisp. I did my best. No more takes. On to the video. In this video, I'm going to go over what each part of a disc is, how to identify them, and then in future videos, I will go more in detail because it can be kind of complex. Starting off with the injection point, this is generally where they put the plastic in, followed by the flight plate. The flight plate is the center of the disc where the rim stops right here and the more flexible plastic, thinner, flexible flight plate starts. So that area right here on a disc where the rim stops and the flight plate starts is usually referred to as the shoulder. It can be high, low, average, followed by the rim. How to identify a disc. If this rim is very wide, it's going to be a faster disc. If it's more narrow, smaller, it's going to be a slower disc. And then if it's very rounded or boxy, it's either putter or mid-range. A disc can be flat, domey, or anywhere in between. The edge of a disc, where the top of the disc stops and the bottom of the disc starts, is usually referred to as the parting line. You can see it right here. I would say the parting line for this disc is right about there. That's kind of where the disc meets, the top pointing downward and the bottom pointing upward. When I pause the video, you can actually see the exact line separating the top and the bottom of the disc. This area where the disc starts to point downward is the wing. It can be concave, convex, or flat, and it goes down to the bottom edge of the disc. Sometimes there is a bead, and I will get into what that does in future videos, but the inside of the rim can sometimes have embossing. Sometimes the embossing is on the disc itself. It may or may not tell you what the brand is, in this case Latitude 64. It may or may not show you the weight. It might have a sticker, it might have writing. In this case, when you look at just the perfect light, it says 169 grams. And then the name of the disc, in this case, is the Explorer. So now you know the disc can have dome, it can have a higher or lower parting line, higher or lower shoulder. The wing on it can be a concave, convex, or flat. It can have a bead. The injection point can be here or there. It can have embossing. Now that you know how to identify a disc, whether it's a driver, mid-range, putter, you can also identify the speed by the width of the disc here. I will go over each part and how they affect the flight of a disc in future videos.